So, for today, you're going to be arrested for the murder of your wife.
You know, to be caring, to be loving, to be compassionate, to be a champion of, you know, women's rights and the things that I've always tried to stand for. I'm using my hands to put pressure around her neck.
It's early August in Mesa, Arizona, where, get this, a former detective is sitting on the other side of the law, accused of murdering his wife.
I'm Detective Moran, Mesa Police Department. You doing okay? Are you doing okay? Hanging in there. I'm gonna collect a little bit of information from you, okay? Like your name and stuff like that. Okay. What's your last name?
You guys already have the information about.
Yeah, I just like to know who I'm talking to, and I always ask people who, because you're kind of like in the same business that we're in, right?
I was, yes.
Yeah, so it's just information, like when we talk to someone, we say, hey, what's your name? And we get your information and talk to you. So, what's your last name?
Am I supposed to talk without an attorney present to you?
I'm just asking your name. It's a normal thing. We can get. I haven't even gotten into any of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know my name. My name is Byrd. Last name is Byrd. First name John.
You're looking at 47-year-old John Byrd, a former detective with the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, who's being questioned in connection to the strangulation death of his wife, Elizabeth Byrd.
Yeah, I really would like to exercise my right to remain silent, though. I think that's probably a smart decision for me. To have an attorney.
Okay. Well, like I said, we don't beat people up and
sure, no, I
go
understand.
crazy. We just ask questions and see if we can get to the bottom of something.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Hang out here, and we'll get back with you. I got some things to go through. Appreciate it. Do you need some water or something?
I think I'm just gonna.
You're good? Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
John initially asks for a lawyer, but after a few moments of reflection, has a change of heart.
Possibly have the detective come back.
Investigators said a concerned friend called in a welfare check after not hearing from Elizabeth. The caller then went to the home to pick up the couple's 3 young children, who were reportedly unaware of what had happened. That's when police searched the home and found Elizabeth's body behind a locked door in the couple's bedroom. Her death was later determined to be caused by strangulation. John was arrested in a traffic stop shortly after the discovery and brought in for questioning. Now, the detective returns to see what John has to say.
What's going on, John?
Yeah, I'll talk to you.
Okay. So, from what I'm understanding, I have to clarify, too, that, so without your lawyer today, that you'd like to talk to me? So without your lawyer today, you'd like to talk to me? That's why you asked me in here, that you want to talk to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what happened? I'm just gonna be straight up with you. What went on at your house? So, with your kids, with your wife, with anything happening at your house. So you know why we're here today, and that's why I want to talk to you. I'm gonna be honest with you and be straight up with you. If you want to talk to me, then we can talk about it. So what happened with your wife in particular? Can you tell me what happened with the situation? Tell me how I explained it.
I'm not exactly sure what you're asking.
What happened with your wife? Between you and your wife, what happened? Did you guys get in a fight? Did something happen with you guys?
No, I wouldn't say that we got in a fight.
John decides to speak with the detective, who tries to get to the bottom of what exactly happened.
My communication in general has been, I just haven't had communication with a lot of people. But as my condition worsened, my wife communicated and did some communications. It's been very difficult.
And who'd she communicate with?
Hmm?
Who did your wife communicate with?
My supervisor.
Okay. And what's your wife's first name?
Hmm?
What's your wife's first name?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Okay. And how long did she communicate with the supervisors?
Probably a good week. And I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks, I'm not sure.
According to police, John was on a leave of absence from his role where he specialized in domestic violence prior to his wife's death.
How did that affect your relationship with Elizabeth and how you guys did things?
How did that affect our relationship?
Yeah, was it stressed? Was it happy as ever? Was it stressed, or was it just?
Mm-hmm. No, it was definitely stressed. Mm-hmm. Our relationship was definitely stressed. For sure.
John says the relationship was, quote, stressed, before the detective continues pressing him for more details.
Starting from maybe yesterday afternoon, can you tell me about yesterday afternoon and what you were doing yesterday afternoon into the evening? Where you were and what you were doing?
At home, spending time with family. In the house, at the house.
Was there anything critical that happened or upsetting that happened?
Critical. Mostly just an extension of previous days. When you say critical, I'm not sure what you mean.
Did something happen where you or anyone in your family became upset in a situation where you're kind of breaking down and things aren't going too well? You have a discussion either with Elizabeth, kids, or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that definitely happened yesterday. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
And how did that go? Can you tell me about that?
Can you tell me about that? Yeah, I've used that many times in interviewing. I would say, I just think the frustration for us was just, I would just say just my behavior.
The suspect now describes some tension in the household, but isn't exactly giving investigators much. Until.
And what'd you do for the day until we saw you?
Spend some time with the kids. Spend some time with them. Talk to them.
When you last saw the kids, what'd you tell them?
What did I tell them?
Mm-hmm. Your oldest boy. Your oldest boy. Your son, right? He's 11.
No, I don't think he's 11.
Oh, how old is your son? Your oldest? I must be wrong.
He may not be. I thought he was. No, I think he is 11. No, you're right. Yeah.
Did you tell him you were going somewhere at some certain point to do something?
Say that again?
Did you tell your son that you were going somewhere at some certain point to go do something?
Yes, I did.
What'd you tell him?
I told him that I was gonna go pick his mom up.
And where was she?
Hmm?
And where was she supposed to be?
I mean, that wasn't an honest comment to him.
Exactly. Exactly. Wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
At the time that you told your son that you were going to go pick up his mother, what was her condition? Be honest with me, John. Be honest with me.
I'm talking to you right now.
I know. I know it's not easy.
I
know it's not easy, too.
You heard that right. John says he, quote, wasn't honest with his 11-year-old son when he told him he was going to pick up his mom, who in reality was deceased in another room.
And you know I'm going to get back to it. You know I'm going to get back to it, and this is not easy for you. But my question was, what was Elizabeth's condition at the time that you were talking with your son? Because you know it wasn't a true comment that you were going to pick her up.
That is correct.
So what happened to Elizabeth?
She was in our bedroom.
Was she alive or was she deceased?
Yeah.
Was she dead? Was she dead?
Most likely she was.
What happened to her? What happened to Elizabeth?
We had a confrontation earlier in the day.
Tell me what happened in the confrontation with you and Elizabeth.
Confrontation was really just statements of really just statements of just kind of waking up and kind of going back a little bit to a little bit of the night before, but nothing like last night. I mean, like I said, last night was a sort of a frustration build up for her, for both of us, as I said previously, and yeah, it was very difficult, for sure.
So that carried over to this morning and rekindled?
I would say, yeah, I would say to a point it did, to a degree, because you're trying to get things resolved. You're trying to fix your issues, which is, easier said than done.
That's correct.
It's easier said than done, for sure. But yeah, and so like I said, we had a little confrontation, and from there, I would probably say I would say that I would probably say that I would say escalating.
John now tells the detective an argument from the night before escalated into the morning and allegedly led to the attack.
How did you kill Elizabeth? Was it an accident? I understand things just got out of control. And you're at a point where a switch just turns. And what happened when that switch turned?
Yeah, that's exactly correct. Yeah, the switch turned, and when that switch turned, it turned from a conversation to me to me it's really hard to say. It's hard to articulate. It's hard to say what I know happened. What happened.
Seconds later, John decides it's time to come clean.
But I'm thinking about the process of what happened. That escalation definitely led to me sort of having I don't want to say a blackout. I'm not going to say that. I don't think it was a blackout. It was just a moment of I would just say just releasing frustrations, releasing my inability to do the things that needed to be done, as I said previously, and that led me to use my hands. And yeah, allowed me to use my hands. pressure around her neck. And I just went through that process of doing that.
John makes a shocking confession and admits to strangling his wife to death. The detective presses for more information.
When did it come to the point where she wasn't moving or breathing anymore?
Probably I would probably say after I would probably say several minutes. I don't know the exact estimate of how long or how short that was.
John now says he strangled Elizabeth for, quote, several minutes before her death. Next, the detective wants to know why.
I would say that part of my personality was basically, that wasn't existent. That was non-existent. Like having the personality and the cognitive function to be able to feel, just to be normal, to be caring, to be loving, to be compassionate, to be a champion of, women's rights and the things that I've always tried to stand for, and have, that's my track record where I worked. That was my track record. Is I would always get called upon to speak with victim survivors and understand what they've been through because of the things that I went through as a child. So all of those things, and how I am and how I treat my mom and how I treated my wife, all of those things, just kind of like that person, that the heart condition, the mind, the emotions, it kind of just disappeared over the last 3 to 5 weeks. It just disappeared.
After describing himself as a, quote, champion of women's rights, John says that side of him simply disappeared. Seconds later, the detective lets him know what's going to happen.
So, for today, you're going to be arrested for the murder of your wife. So, and I assumed that you knew that was coming.
John later pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 19 years behind bars.